Time for one of our favorite segments each week, our dose of inspiration, the success story. Becca Otis needed some extra college credits, so she told a pottery professor she knew how to make pots. He did not. But she got good at it, and now she's been a full-time potter since 2014. She owns and operates 5 Lines Pottery. And no matter what you may remember from the movie Ghost, the life of a potter is not always glamorous.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Success Story.
My name is Becca Otis, and I am the owner of 5 Lines Pottery. Well, I'm in 201 Studios. This has been my home base probably for 3 years, I think, in January. I got really lucky, actually, because I moved from Seattle in 2021, and January 2021, and before that, a friend of mine had actually found the space, and he was like, hey, do you want to split this space? And so we split it for a year, and then he bounced, and then I found Sarah, and then Sarah found Heather. I feel so fortunate, to have found this space, because RJ is probably the best landlord I've ever had in my entire life. And he always keeps everything really nice. He's super responsive, and the building is beautiful, and it's always kept up. Sometimes in buildings like this, especially, everybody wants the historic charm, but unless you're willing to actually keep it up, it's not really worth it. And so he actually, makes the building what it is, which is really lovely. My business is, like I said, I'm 5 Lines Pottery, and I specialize in efficient throwing, and I do what I call fancy cups. And they are wine glasses that are sanded, and then they have tactile experiences on them, so it's very smooth and very delicate, but also very well designed. And I also do earrings, like the earrings that I'm wearing, and those are very minimalistic. I really pull a lot of inspiration from mid-century modern, and right now I'm really working towards a more 80s vibe. I love color, and I love different, just different weird stuff that is not normal. And I've been doing, I've been doing pottery since 2009, so almost 15 years. And I'm 33, so that kind of gives you that's basically half my life. So, and I used to work as a production potter, and so I've kind of been around. I actually live in my van right now and travel around, so I don't need a ton of money to live, so I'm actually able to kind of make this a little bit more fun instead of grinding like I used to. I started doing pottery because I was good at it, and I didn't necessarily love it, which was a good thing for me in my future, because that means that I was able to go through all of this stuff that was really crappy. I used to own a business in Washington State, and I was just chasing money, So in 2020, when COVID hit, I had a break, and I had time to think. And when I had that time to think and have space, I realized that I hated it. I hated what I was doing. And I was doing essentially the same thing. I was doing paint your own pottery, I was doing production, and I was also teaching, and realized that I just did not like it. And I was making 3 times as much as I am now. And that's why I moved out here, to get a job, just to kind of figure out what I wanted. And then after a year of kind of debriefing, I got into this space and started doing more high-end work, and I am making a lot less money than I am, but I'm probably happier than I've ever been. And I don't work as hard. I work 4 hours a day, which is everybody's dream, I think. and I feel very fulfilled with what I'm doing. This is pretty much the only life I've ever known. I mean, I worked in the corporate world for a little bit, but since I was 24, I've been doing full-time pottery. So, and wild, I got my degree in art, and I'm doing art, which is insane, because I feel like nobody does what they get their degree in. So, I just kind of made it work, and I think that not caring about money has been the biggest part of that growth and doing well. And actually doing what I like to do instead of what I think should sell and I think will make me money, and making things that are like, no, I like this. I don't really care if anybody does. This is what I like. That's been a really huge process and a long process for me to get to. And I finally feel like I'm there. So.
Last Tuesday, the annual Governor's Luncheon for Scouting kicked off the 2024 fundraising campaign for the Crossroads of America Council. The event brought together business and community leaders from across central Indiana on the field of Lucas Oil Stadium. The goal, to raise $1 million to support scouting programs in central Indiana, and they surpassed that goal. Wish TV was proud to be a sponsor once again. Anthony Calhoun served as MC. For the first time, we're sharing the event in a one-hour special, highlighting the luncheon with scout interviews and behind-the-scenes video. Join us for Legends and Leadership, highlights of the Governor's Luncheon for Scouting, today at 5, right here on Wish TV. That is our hour for this week. We're eager to see you here again next Sunday for more business equity and opportunities. Till then, I'm Scott Sander. Have a great day.